I was 6 years old when my father took me to buy my first stock. We sat in the banker's office, and my father motioned his head towards me. "Well, what would you like to buy?" the banker asked. "I like trains," I said. "I still have that CSX stock, and I don't plan on selling it. I could tell you that this taught me a lesson about the value of money. I could tell you that this taught me the importance of investment, but at first, it didn't. I just liked trains." Founded in 1846, the Pennsylvania Railroad became the most successful railroad in the United States for the first half of the 20th century. For a short time, the company managed a budget larger than the U.S. government's and was the most publicly traded corporation in the world. Shareholders received annual dividends for 100 years in a row, still the longest streak in history. I wanted to be a train engineer when I grew up. Hopper car, boxcar, tanker car, hopper car, boxcar. My home was a few blocks from the tracks, and my parents would drive me down every other time we heard the whistle. In 1998, we went to Boston when my father ran the Boston Marathon. Here, I discovered the subway. Long, metropolitan worms took us to cannoli, outdoor markets, memorials, and museums. But I was more fascinated by the underground tunnels and the people beneath the city. I watched how people move. I watched how people were moved. My father is an urban planning consultant. He worked on the proposed I-4 corridor rail in Florida before the governor rejected money for the project to make some sort of political statement. Urban planners are making a statement all over the world by restricting or outright banning automobiles in their cities. Madrid, Paris, Chengdu, Hamburg, Helsinki, Milan, and Copenhagen, to name a few. I used to draw what I could remember of the subways in elementary school. I liked the color-coded routes and the tokens with a T on them. Park Street Station connects the red and green lines and also connects to the orange line with the Winter Street Concourse. Conductors ring their bells, pedestrians shuffle. John Edgar Thompson led the Pennsylvania Railroad from 1852 until 1874. And was largely responsible for its success. He encouraged innovation and technological progress such as the transition from wood to coal. The Boston Transit Commission responded to streetcar congestion by incorporating the subways with the elevated rail systems in 1897, and the first diesel-powered locomotive in the United States was purchased by the Central Railroad of New Jersey in 1924. What were they investing in? Profit, urban growth, the people. Next time you're stopped at a railroad crossing, count the cars. Boxcar, hopper car, boxcar, tanker car. Passenger car, passenger car, passenger car.